So now, where I am, where am I? Sorry. I'm just walking in a forest, very windy forest. It's all very calm and also unexpected, really. Very unexpected to see a calm, open forest. For me at least. No, it's not something that is available for me every day. This is more of a thing that is here, that goes, well, that happens normally in Europe, really. It's very nice. I like that. I have seen Paul doing vlogs with his camera attached to like a little bit lower, and seeing his shoes and stuff like that. That's pretty funny. Or like seeing the arm or the neck. If I ever show my face, it will be very funny. I have a funny face for thumbnails and whatnot. But the thing is that if I will probably do the same as Podel does. He already has shown his face. He has even done a 3D model of his face. It's so weird. But well, I'm having a candid private talk with my subscribers. It feels nice, really. It's like I don't have many times where I am alone and just keep walking and looking at nature making nature sounds and all, me picking rocks or whatever. In Europe you can do this. Where I come from, Chile, you can probably do it, but it's more dangerous. I was a bit intimidated by that. I tried to do some vlogs in Chile or stuff like that, me walking on the woods. Another thing that Podel does is say where he's walking, and I don't. I want, and I couldn't. I'm just kidding. I actually don't know where I am. And Podel does the same joke all the time, but I actually don't know. So that makes it funnier. Probably. Like, what if I walk that way? What will happen? What are the chances of me finding a drunk person dropped on the floor? I mean, today is Friday, right? Friday, the chances are higher. So I should probably just go back, right? I mean, I have walked quite a lot, and I'm starting to get a bit bored. Those things are very dangerous and poisonous. I think that I should just go back, you know. I will look over there and then I will be heading back. Usually when you see Podel doing stuff like this, he just keeps walking. It's funny. But now you will see me do a 180-degree turn. So that's really cool. Also look. Nice. Well, I wanted to see this. Look at this. Oh, cows. It is all very open, very beautiful. It's insane, really. actually. We have forests in Chile, but you either need to pay if you want to be safe. I mean, not a gang member or anything, just the forest is closed. And closed forests, private forests or whatever, are more safe, you could say. Oh. There are some open forests, but people are always there. And I don't want to record while people is there because people could be a bit dangerous. I should probably trust more, I don't know. But also I don't like to record near where I live because you could find me or something. And well, so far this trip has been really good. I have enjoyed Denmark quite a lot. It's like everything is either a golf course or a cemetery of how beautiful and well treated nature is. I know it sounds dumb. I mean, I'm comparing it to Chile, and some places in Chile are pretty beautiful, of course, especially the south. If I don't live in the south, but when you think about what is similar to Europe in Chile, you obviously name the south. And people that come from the north, as I say, from the United States, from Europe, they always love the south. And some people claim that it's more beautiful than Europe. I say that they are very similar, actually. The houses that are made out of wood and old constructions. Well, in Chile we have some constructions that are very similar to European ones, in Valparaiso and stuff like that. But those are like copy-paste of some things. So, well, let's also consider that Chile has a very tiny history compared to Europe. Europe has almost more than 1,000 years recorded of history in writing or whatever, of course, because cameras didn't exist back then. But in Chile, history is like 200 years, and you add Spanish and conquering and everything, it's like at least 500. And if you add the indigenous population, you probably have more years, but they grow to nothing, not much really. But the thing is that surprises me is that many things that we talk there about the indigenous people are similar things that people have talked here about, I mean, not Vikings, but earlier, of Europe, people from Europe here. The early history of Europe is very similar to the early history of South America. But the thing is that the early history of South America is 500 years ago, and the early history of Europe is more than 1,000 years ago. So if people would have let us alone, we probably would have reached something similar. I don't know, probably not. Probably it was impossible from one part of the world to not know the other part of the world. It was either Europe comes to South America or South America comes to Europe. So history is like that, but that puts into perspective why Denmark is like it is actually. The discussions we had in the 70s, Denmark took a completely different approach and actually tackled all the points instantly, while South America, or at least Chile I should say, didn't care much about that. We had other things to care about, and priorities between South America and Europe are still very different. Points of view are very different, and now I understand why. Well, I'm reaching the end of the road. I have to say goodbye and thank you. This has been a pretty nice trip. I bought some music, I bought some souvenirs. It has been pretty fun. See ya soon.